Hey guys, and welcome back to another absolutely spirited video. My name is Layla, not Leela, not Lila, not Lola, not Delilah, and it's still not Leonard. As you guys can tell by the title, welcome to episode 4 of the Big Chop Chronicles. Yes, I know, it has been a minute. I said this exact same spiel in my last video, which I will link below in the description box, but we're back, we're here, and I'm gonna explain how we got here. But before we jump right in, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss Big Chop Chronicles. So the reason why this series has not been booming the way that I thought is because I'm lazy.
I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
One thing that I am coming to understand is that people think a big chop means easier maintenance for your hair because it's shorter. But let me tell you, this has been the hardest journey ever when dealing with my hair. I didn't have these many issues and this much stress and this much laziness when my hair was longer. So during this video, I thought I'd keep it very simple like I always do. I do want to give a disclaimer before we jump right into the video, but in no way, shape, or form am I saying that I hate that I did a big chop, that I wish I didn't do a big chop. This was very necessary for me and my hair growth journey. But I do think that people need to be realistic with the expectations they have, me included, because it has become very hard to maintain because I'm lazy, but also too because I really didn't know what styles worked, what products I needed to get, or what products I needed to get more of, how much gel to use. There's just so much that goes into styling a big chop that I undermined. So this is just that video to go over things that I wish I would have taken into account prior to chopping my hair off and saying, yes, let's start over. But this journey has been nothing but bittersweet. I mean, my hair is growing rapidly and I'm very proud of the progress. It's coming up on, I think 4, going on 5 months since I've did my big chop. So we have about 5 months of growth. Also, I'm not gonna be doing too much with washing and styling because I do have a hair appointment next week. I am going to be doing a press and curl that includes a deep conditioner, a cellophane, a trim, and anything else that I don't have to do myself. So I'm really excited. So I'm gonna keep everything simple but nourishing to the scalp and nourishing to my hair. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Make sure your protective styles are actually protecting your hair. Just because your hair is braided in a beehive or laid down or not exposed to the world does not mean that it is necessarily being protected. Be mindful of the styles that you do. It may be cute, but it may hinder your growth and the goals you're trying to attain. Okay guys, I have completed taking down my braids. It took me maybe an hour, if that, but this is what we're working with. So now I'm gonna go in with the Dr. Miracle's Detangling Pre-Shampoo Treatment. It looks like this. I get it from my local beauty supply store. I let my hair and scalp breathe for 1 to 2 weeks before a protective style, and during this time I usually just keep it simple by washing my hair and styling it in a low maintenance style such as plaits, cornrows, or twists. This is what my hair is looking like, fully saturated. Boy, move. So to wash my hair, I'll be using 3 different types of shampoos. I'll be using one for clarifying, one for bond maintenance, and then the other for hydration. And normally I would not wash my hair 3 times, but because it was in a protective style and I neglected protective style maintenance, I feel like my hair needs a little TLC, and my stylist does this sometimes when needed as well. So I'm not just pulling this information out of my butt. Although I love watching other YouTubers and gaining inspiration and motivation on my hair care journey, one thing that I've learned is that you really have to take time to do your own research for your hair. No matter what your hair type is, your hair texture is, it's unique to you, and you have to find things that work for your hair. Another thing that I'm learning is to keep my hair care regimen and routine very simple. The more intricate steps you have, the more difficult it becomes to have a routine and to stay on schedule, because there's just so many things that you have to do that may not be necessary to do every single time you have a wash day or every single time it's time to do your hair. So keep it simple. It does not have to be this lengthy routine. It can be as simple as washing, conditioning, and putting your hair in some plaits. Love your hair through the awkward phases of length. One thing that has helped me feel comfortable and confident since doing this big chop is understanding that my hair is going to grow. It is growing, and there's nothing wrong with the in-between stages. As you can see in this video, I'm actually loving the results of my growth after 5 months. And it's something that is really rewarding to see, like, all of the work you've put in is actually working. That's why I call my big chop my chia pet, just to make the experience more fun. Be mindful of the people you allow in your head, because there's a lot of negative Nancys out there, and you don't want those people doing your hair. And ever since I got my big chop, there's only been one person as of lately that has been doing my hair, and that is my braider, who I will link below in the description box. Another thing that I'm learning through this journey is patience. And with that being said, instead of dwelling on the fact that I cut my hair 5 months, it's actually a surprise that I've been growing my hair for 5 months. I feel like I cut my hair off yesterday, but the truth is it was 5 months ago. So when you don't dote on the situation and the nature at hand, you'll be able to enjoy the big chop journey a lot more, because you're not obsessing over length checks and how much your hair has grown since the last time you got it cut or the last time you got it trimmed. So let me explain. Blow drying my hair and trying to do the style that I wanted did not work out. I suffered from a severe headache. I felt like my scalp was being removed, like as if I was being tortured by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's literally what it felt like. Took them braids out immediately. Then I had to work today, and I was not going in looking like the Chucky doll at work. So I decided to wet my hair and just do what I normally do. Middle part, slick the sides back, had to back out because it ain't long enough to put no ponytail style. And it did what it needed to do. So this is what we're working with. You know, the curls are juicy, of course. You know, the scalp is, you know, clean and hydrated and healthy. So we know we're thriving. And I'm most likely going to keep my hair like this until my hair appointment, just to not over manipulate it. But I did not want to leave y'all hanging in this video of just ending on me having blow dried hair. But that is what happened. See, like, what had happened was, that is what had happened, okay? With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I said this exact I do want to Magic, can you stop licking me? Thank you.